Now that you've got a good grasp on what will make your user story effective, let's look at how to build one. At its most basic level, a user story can be reduced to this basic formula. As the user, I want to perform an activity so that I can achieve a desired outcome. This basic formula combats the underlying ideas of task list-based development. When you're given a task list for a feature, the inherent focus is on the activity or what the user is going to be doing. When you're working from a user story, the focus is instead on the outcome, because that is what determines the success or failure of your feature. Now imagine that you've been tasked with writing a user story. You already know what aspect of development your story needs to contain because you know overall what the product is trying to accomplish. The product has already been broken down into epics and themes, so you'll be focusing on a specific aspect of the epics. Your next step will be to identify your user. To solve a user problem, you have to know who the user is. The product owner can help with whose story you're going to be writing. But it's also a good idea to meet with the stakeholders and make sure that your user story is targeting the right people. When you don't have a real person to base your user story on, you can create a hypothetical user called a persona. Next, make sure that the user story you're writing will add value. This should already have been established, but double checking that you're not duplicating someone else's work will save you time in the long run. Finally, make sure you know what the user requires to be satisfied with the feature. These conditions of satisfaction are redefined as the acceptance criteria and help you clarify the goal of the user story. One more tip. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Question your stakeholders about any term you're unsure of, or any other person or department they mentioned that might be related to the feature you're working on. Remember, user stories improve efficiency and value through user-focused development.